Historic hearing set for Monday at the South Carolina State House will go on as scheduled.
The state Supreme Court dismissed elected Treasurer Curtis Loftus's request to halt his removal from office, an event that's only happened once before in state history, and that was 150 years ago.
State House reporter Mary Green explains what led to the second hearing soon taking place.
A statewide elected official has never been kicked out of office in South Carolina's 237-year history. But on Monday, senators will face that question of whether they feel it's needed for Treasurer Curtis Loftus, who's held his elected post for more than a decade.
To remove Treasurer Loftus from his office for willful neglect of his duty.
The hearing Monday will start at noon and likely take several hours, with two senators making their case for why Loftus should lose his job. Loftus able to respond and defend himself with an attorney present, and then every senator allowed to ask both sides questions.
If it turns into a circus from the Senate perspective, then it's going to be hard to get the votes necessary to get there. I fully expect the treasurer to turn it into a circus. Because that's what every day is.
It's the most serious action to result at the State House so far from the investigation into a mystery $1.8 billion surplus that an outside audit determined was non-existent and the result of a years-long accounting error. Two of the state's three key financial officers who were involved and aware of the error have since resigned. But the third, Treasurer Curtis Loftus, has remained adamant he will not do so, calling legislative inquiries into the situation and his role in it a witch hunt. After the state Supreme Court dismissed his request to halt Monday's hearing, Loftus said in a statement, quote, "We know this process will be more political theatrics than the formal trial one would expect to overturn a statewide election. We stand ready to show the citizens of South Carolina that the state treasurer's office has faithfully fulfilled our statutory duties to provide core financial management services to state government." Some lawmakers see it differently, led by Senator Larry Grooms' Senate Finance Subcommittee, which has spearheaded the legislative investigation and called for Loftus's removal. Two-thirds of members in the Senate and the House of Representatives would need to vote in favor for Loftus to lose his job. Senators plan to hold their vote immediately after Monday's hearing.
I haven't made up my mind, and I think there are a number of, I think almost everybody hasn't made up their mind. They want to hear what the evidence is.
House leaders have not yet publicly said what they plan to do with this question. And even if senators vote to remove Loftus, House members are not required to vote on it as well. Loftus, meanwhile, has said he plans to seek re-election for his job again next year. Reporting from the State House, I'm Mary Green.
Governor McMaster does not believe Loftus should lose his job, saying he doesn't think that would help the state. But it is important to note the governor has no role in removal from office proceedings, which are entirely up to the General Assembly.